Hello, my name's Mackenzie and today we're going to run through how to install the SafeSense under-bed sensor onto the Sentida SC bed. So in the kit that you would have received, you should have the SafeSense mat, the SafeSense control box and under-bed light, the mounting bracket, and the nurse cool point, including on-off switch. As you can see, we've raised the bed to an appropriate working height and removed the mattress to allow us to get underneath the bed. In order for us to gain access to the underneath the bed, it's easiest if we raise the head section of the bed and then remove the frame sections on both the head and this piece here. So first of all, using a flathead screwdriver, we need to remove the cap covering the motor plugs to gain access to the plugs. Then we need to remove the handset plug, which is the second on the right. You can also see underneath here, there is an image of a handset in red just here, to indicate that that is the handset plug. So here we have the control box. On the back of it we have these flathead nuts that we take off. And now we're ready to use these here to mount onto our bracket. So we take our bracket, we'll have these two screws at the top. Simply place that on like so, and then secure using these. Now you don't need any tools for this particular piece. This is just getting these on finger tight. Now that we have our control box mounted to the mounting bracket, we need to go ahead and remove the strain protectors on both sides so that we can plug in the handset into this side and the sensor mat into this side. So I'll go ahead using a P1 Phillips screwdriver and just undoing those. So now we can take our handset cable, which we've previously removed from the main control box, and then we just secure this in the side of the SafeSense control box like so, and then reinstall the protection cover. Now that we've installed the handset onto the control box of the SafeSense, we can go ahead, spin it over and install the sensor plug. So you can see we have the mat here, just lying on the bed. We will attach that to the head section piece shortly. However, for now, we'll go ahead and install this, pushing it right down in so that its waterproof seal locks in. And once again, we are installing the strain protection using our P1 Phillips screwdriver on both sides. Now we take our control box, which has both the hand controller and the sensor attached. We feed our SafeSense mat underneath like so, which enables us to get the control box into its location, mounting on these two screw holes here at the head section. So you can see you have that mounted in there, and simply take your P1 Phillips screwdriver, tighten these up, and that will secure in there by friction. We now need to ensure that we don't have any cables that are going to get trapped or ensnared when the bed operates. We take our sensor cable and we Just place that here for now. And we double check that our handset is not going to get crushed by the bed mechanism. As you can see here, if I was to lower the head section, we run the risk of this cable being chopped. We run it back down like so. Back up. And we secure the handset cable in the handset cable holder. To ensure that it is not entrapped by any of the bed's moving parts. Now it's time to reattach our head section frame piece. Now it's time to attach the sensor pad to the bed. Depending on what type of resident we're using this for, you may wish to place the sensor here, or if you are dealing with a particularly challenging resident that is trying to exit the bed very quickly, you may want to place the sensor here or further up their back so that you are alerted early before they manage to get out of the bed. In this case, we're going to place the sensor mat approximately here. The sensor pad simply secures via Velcro on both sides. It's time to connect the SafeSense control box to the bed control box. To do this, we simply place this new cord, which comes from our SafeSense control box, into the position on the bed control box where the handset was. Remember that the red symbol for the handset, this cord needs to go back in there over here on the main control box. Right, so here we have the plug that we've taken from the SafeSense control box. And as I said, we are plugging it in to this red spot here where the handset originally was plugged in. So we just simply plug that in. You may notice a little flicker of light as the underbed light is activated by the power flowing through it. There we go. And then we just simply reattach our control box casing, this plastic casing, just to hold all of the plugs in place. Here we have the sensor cord, so this will plug in to the nurse call plug, which then plugs into your nurse call system. You can see we have a cable run here to help protect any cables from hanging on the floor or getting caught in any componentry. So we can just run this cable through here to protect it. Now that we've run the nurse call cable out from the head of the bed, we're left with this piece here. We simply attach the nurse call adapter, which would have come with it, and which has an on-off switch. We want to ensure that it's turned on to enable the sensor to work. This piece here then simply plugs into your nurse call system like a pendant or a floor sensor mat. You can see now we've reattached the frame pieces that we had off. Now it's time to do a little test on the handset to ensure that it's operating. Perfect. We just want to check the sensor to ensure that's working as well. We place our hand on the sensor and imitating a resident. We take our hand off. You can see the underbed lights come on. You can hear the little click from the control box indicating that a signal's been sent. If you had that plugged in to the wall, your nurse call system will then be activated. It's important to check that we have the SafeSense box set to the time that we're needing. So we're wanting an instant alarm for this particular resident, for example. So you can see here we have 00 minutes, which means an instant alarm. There is a 2-second delay to ensure that we don't get any false alarms if the resident was moving from side to side during the night. So when the pressure comes off the mat, there is a 2-second delay before the nurse call system will activate. If you have residents that may be safe to go to the bathroom for a particular amount of time, or you know that they can get up and do certain things by themselves without causing concern, and perhaps you want to know if they're not back in bed after a certain time, you can adjust the timer up to 30 minutes by pressing until it has turned off, pressing again until it has reactivated, and simply turning the dial until the desired number of minutes is chosen. If we have it on 15 minutes, as soon as the pressure comes off the mat, the light will turn on, but the alarm will not activate for 15 minutes. If the resident is not back in bed after 15 minutes, the alarm will activate. However, if they were to hop back into bed at say 11 minutes, there will be no alarm and the sensor will reset itself. Thanks very much for watching. If you've got any further questions about this product or others like it, feel free to get in touch with our team. Thank you.